Welcome to bonus video 2, where I'm actually going to try and think ahead. Okay, this will be a good example. That is what happens. KTS sucks them down into a bottomless pit of death. Horrifying. And 3 kitty traps, all right next to each other. Yeah, check that out. Woo! That was crazy. Let's see if there's... Oh, we haven't showed off this dude. He's actually quite useful. He pretty much does what he does best. Send avalanches of rocks. Now, if he had accuracy, which they changed in the second game, then it would be a lot better. He's like, no, I know what you're doing. So yeah, that's basically that. So I'm basically just gonna show you everything else I can since I have some extra time. So yeah, it's so nice to have the freedom to just say, oh, I'm gonna come back later. It's so nice. Now I'm pretty sure I explored all possible routes of evolutions and stuff like that. What does Gert have to say? Yeah. Doi. Okay. Already knew that. Alright, so skeleton card turns into these. It turns into the Chaos Knight. That's the zombie dragon. So yeah, if you're ever running out of a certain card, you can probably find it through another one. Like, the lizard men are really closely related. See, you'll always find one of them in there. So yeah, in case you guys were interested, what happens when you transform them and actually go through all the trouble. And of course, you can see... Oh, that's how you do it. Okay. This is the card I couldn't get. Like, I don't think you find it in battle. However, you can get it. It also has a monster profile. Does this one have a profile? Yeah, see? Powerfully muscled, four-legged beast. The behemoth emits a blast of magic and it roars at its... Roars? I can't say that word. At its enemies from afar. Any attempt to defeat the behemoth with a frontal assault will be foolhardy. Yeah, we've been there. So, yep. Just checking out all the possibilities. So in case you guys are curious, try and figure out what cards you're missing, and if there's a way to transform into them, these are it. Yep, just showing off the cards. Nothing all that interesting to say about. Oh, sorry, some of the ones that aren't colored means I can't do it, obviously. So we have the vampire bush that can turn to the blood bush, or basilisk, or hand of pain. That's what those are. Very similar. They all heal, well, except for the siren, that one doesn't do it. Oh yeah, that's right. I didn't tell you guys what my next LP is going to be, because I think I'm okay at this. I'm not the best at it, but I enjoy doing it. And if you enjoy listening to my rambling, hey, let's go along for the ride. So, the flare spawn turns into a fairy, or a blood bush, or a maelstrom, in case you're wondering. Totally not worth it. You should never transform your golden goose, unless you really have too many of them. You know what? I think this is how I actually got my black dragon. I actually transformed it from the zombie dragon, I think. So, yep. All the good stuff. So anyway, I was saying, my next LP is probably going to be Lost Kingdoms 2. Big surprise. So, I figured I would just go in order. I feel kind of funny doing Lost Kingdoms 2 when Second Entertainment is also doing it, and he hasn't finished it yet. So, I don't want to send like a urge of, you know, competitiveness or whatever. I mean, I just really like the games, and I just like talking about them. So, Yeah. You should probably check him out too. He really hates the voice acting, and it's so funny when he's like, ah, voices. They do have really bad voice acting. This is probably why I like the first one a little bit better. Because they don't have any voice acting. Like, they'll have a few screams and, like, groans and moans and whatever. And ha-has. So yes, flare spawn and kitty trap for the maelstrom. In case you can't figure which ones are which. So yeah, it is pretty funny. I'm gonna try and not bash the game so much. I'll try my best. The only issues I have with this game, yeah, and all the god cards turn into the doppelganger, and the doppelganger turns into I believe it's the god of destruction. But anyway, sorry, I'm already fragmenting myself. So, what was I talking about? Oh boy. Scatterbrain for the win. I was talking about the really bad voice acting, and what I was gonna do. So yeah, actually I am gonna do the second game also. 'Cause, hey, why not? I already did the first one, so I might as well just do the second one also. Oh yeah, I remember what I was talking about now. The only gripe I have about this game is that, which also carries on to the second game, is mostly because of all the summons, like the summon cutscenes. Like, it's really cool at first, but after a while it gets really annoying. Like, you've already seen the cutscene 1,000 times, especially if it's a popular card. But you just have to suck it up and take it. Like you seen in the last battle, like, I'll summon something, then he'll summon something, and then he'll summon another creature, and it's just cutscene after cutscene after cutscene. It really wears down the gameplay. Just a little bit. But other than that, this game is really fun. I really like all the creativity they put into this. Like, each card does its own thing. Like, I don't think there are a lot of cards that do very similar stuff. Except for, like, a few, maybe. And even then, hey, they're cool as they are. Like the golden goose. It's completely different. It doesn't even do anything. It just runs away. I think it's really cool. I really like the artwork for this. Like, the actual card drawings. I think it looks so great. But then again, I'm an art fanatic, so I would say things like that. Even though there's no voice acting in the first one, I think it's better. Because it's a lot better than having bad voice acting, you know? Which you will see in the second game. I mean, they tried. And this is like a really early kind of game, so you can't expect too much from it. This is before they had all the great voice actors and screenwriters and all that jazz. That is before they had that, and they had to deal with whatever they had. So I respect it. I'm glad they tried. Of course, like, I'm no pro, this is all personal opinion, so feel free for what you believe in. But if I had to pick one between the first game and the second game, I would actually surprisingly go with the second game. Because the gameplay is a lot better. You're not forced into battles like this one. You can actually run away from battles and not have to sacrifice cards. It's pretty cool. You'll see it in the next couple of videos whenever I post it. Which brings me to another topic. I'll probably take a small break. You know, because I just got done with school. Well, not done with school. I'm still in school, but I got done with midterms. So I'm currently relaxing, but I'm kind of getting ready for finals. So I hope you guys understand. But hey, I might post something like every here and there if I find extra time. Like right now. Right now I have some extra time. Yeah, here's another way to find it. In case you're wondering. Because that was probably the last one I ever found. Because I honestly had no idea it existed, but I knew I was missing a card. Wait, let's go this way. So we make it more dramatic. So yeah. I really like the Black Dragon card. Although, oh, I didn't use that card. I forgot to do that. Oh well. So yeah, whenever it takes damage, you take damage. So you gotta watch out for that too. But otherwise, it's a pretty cool card. However, there are some things in the second game that I don't quite like as much as the first one. Like, the first one really tells the story well. Not that the second doesn't. I just think it has more... Well, I didn't mean to actually do that. I think it has more... What's that word I'm looking for? Like, more emotion. Like, in the second game... Maybe I shouldn't say this. But, in the second game, the story... It's pretty basic. But... KT's story is a lot more emotional. Like, you're catching up to your father, where Terra's is more like trying to remember who you are. You're not really expecting anything, or at least you shouldn't be expecting too much, because you're trying to figure it out as you go. So it kind of leaves like a void. But I really like how you're really trying to catch up, and then you actually do, which I'm surprised they actually did that in the game. It's pretty cool. Props, game, props. And then Dad dies. That's even more emotional. It's like, holy crap. And then they have Helena. Oh my gosh. Poor Helena. She just wanted to do the exact same thing Katia was doing. I feel so bad for her. She was the one that got the short end of the stick. Hee hee hee. I want to go back to this cutscene. I just love watching this. It's funny because the level is just cutscene, that's it. There's nothing else there. Silence! Octavia, answer the questions while I take my drink. Oh, you know what? Someone brought up a good point. The Kandari. Okay, so right here, they're like the wimpiest people ever. And, of course, wealthy. But in the second game, they become like these totally mean people. Like, they make fake runestones and try to enslave everyone. It's pretty crazy. I would not expect these people to make that much of a difference in such a short amount of time. And I am pretty sure that's Japanese. Just saying. From what I remember. Ooh, we could probably play this scene too. I wonder if it plays the cutscene. I'm curious now. Yeah, it does. Sweet. Oh man, I'm running. Push the doors that I don't even push. Oh man. The worst fears have come true. Oh no. Sorry. You guys should hear what I'm thinking when these cutscenes are playing. She holds her heart like, oh my. And then her father talks to her. I am floating away from you, and I'm going to show you the next plot device. Whoosh! Flying through the door! So yeah. But what's this? We already have it! Ain't that funny? This place is really pretty. It's a shame we don't get to spend too much time here. So yeah. Just messing around. What do you have to say? You're gonna say the same thing. I wanna go home to my wife and kids. Screw this army business. Yeah, see, they all make voices. Except they're not quite voices, they're more like sound effects. I'm not sure how to put it. But anyway, I'm gonna stop the video, so next time you see me, I should be either doing an update or I'll be posting the next LP, which is Lost Kingdoms 2. So, very exciting business. Until then, have a nice break.